God is seated here is perfect, that has it 100%. Sometimes you may have good friends or spiritual, they can speak in tongues, but when they come to the room, they know how to scatter room. Some girls are very fine. When you want to be their friend, oh God, everybody likes her. You now become friends with her, you go to her room only to go and see the girl now scatter, dirty. Nobody has it all together. Even physically. You may look at some people, they're fine, but when they come up, there was one girl that was acting one day. She came to act, we came to rehearse for drama. So they were not choosing people for parts. She now did that, she wanted to act a young girl's part. The boy said, no, you know, Mama fits you. They said, what do you mean? He said, your face, no, Mama face, no, Mama fits you. He said it. Sometimes our insensitivity. He said, what do you mean? What's on Mama face? Are you the one that created this? She started crying. She now said something that was remarkable. She said, leave my face. Just leave my face. If I open my body, you go free stand in church. Yeah, that's right. If I open my body, you go free stand. True. It's not everything that we have seen. How do you know? Some people's face may not be like you want. Oh boy, forget. If you see their legs, straight, full. Nobody is ordinary or has it all bad. There will be something about the person. Even boys now, when they go back for bathroom sometimes. All day they talk of something, go back. You go like this, bath. You see some boys. They're not fine. They're still just walking around. When you see them, I don't want to say. But the one that you do like say, the whole world they talk. They don't like they lick their lips. Nothing, they try like another thing. When they lick their one leg or one thing, and then that one boy married the girl. Fine girl. As they go to the house now, you know, relationships in church, you cannot test the waters. You don't even see anything. Only for them to marry friends and trying to touch his wife. Why did you laugh like that? He was trying to touch his wife. Towards this end, the last end, he touched something. Flesh. She had this birthmark. She had this lump of flesh. Black. Not only that one, it has hair on top. So I said, he said, what's this? He said, it's part of me. That's how I was. I said, but you didn't tell me. I don't like this kind of thing. He go big like you. He said, no. She said, well, that's what it is. But physically, when you look at that, like, only here. Hey, all of you. Some men may be short, but they have what it takes. I had this friend she loved the lecturer's son. Very fine boy. You know those boys that make you forget scripture? Big lips, tall, the hair. You know, when they just bounce, like, okay, stand, let me see your eyes. Okay, stand now. Okay, enter anywhere. And I watch it, stand up. I know my cousin there is someone there. If they does the math, if you don't know because it's going away, I say shut up because now she likes that kind of boy, lecturer's son, you know these those boys, very handsome. He was physically okay, but he didn't know how to treat a woman. He didn't have manners. She loves to show it to her friends that this is my friend, but it was a toxic relationship because of the things, the way he made her feel. So, but there was another guy that was not so fine, but already established. She was in school, already established that I graduated, was asking her in marriage, was doing everything, coming around, calling her, she won't pick. You know how they say foolish man, wise man, they die for foolish man, but yeah. She was always looking at this fine boy. Just his handsomeness and nothing more. But one day she told herself the truth. I cannot be in this kind of toxic. One day she went to say, she went to his room to visit. He just came up and said, what are you doing here? She said, I was fasting, I just wanted to greet you. He said, well, you didn't inform me. So I didn't need to inform you. I said, I was fasting. I said, let me just come and say hello. He said, please, I'm going out. She was still standing. He closed the door and walked away. Handsomeness, but toxic. Handsomeness, but no manners. But you may see this one that is short, not so fine, but full of manners and adores you. That's why we should always, in this life, don't put people in your box, in a box or in strata or strata. You do the classification and say this one is not in my circle. Treat everybody right. Treat everybody nicely. You do not know tomorrow. You don't know who you're going to meet tomorrow. Praise God. Now, we want to relate. We want to have friends. Or even adults, we have to be careful. As you are supposed to show yourself friendly, to be nice to people, but there's a word called developing the right circle. When you mean a circle, the people that are close to you, people you can actually call friends, people you can confide in. How do I develop or build that kind of relationship? Is what we want to talk about. Now, I want you to know that almost all our sorrows can be traced to the wrong relationship or relationship with the wrong people. And our joys and happiness can also be traced to our relationship with the right people. The girl suddenly got missing. They did everything to bring the girl back. Before they knew the girl was pregnant, the girl had gone back to the village. Now, as we speak, the girl is 43. She didn't go to school anymore. She's an illiterate. She's in the village, wasting away. Why? It was the significant people in her life as a young girl, that period. They say you can never underestimate the power of influence. And they come from your circle. There are types of people that we must avoid or we should not bring to our significant circle. Number one, critics. People that constantly criticize you. People that give you unwanted advice constantly. Their criticism is not constructive but destructive. This kind of people have this checklist. If you have right now such people, everything you do, they criticize. Such people, do not bring them into that circle. Run away. Number two, people that blame the victim always. You must always pity them. They sing pity party. They are the ones, they don't call you on your birthday, you call them, they say, do you care? Do you know where? Every time. They are the people to be pitied. They are the victims. Such people, be careful. Number three, they are the people that they call wet blankets. They are the people that they call pessimists. They do not see anything good. You tell them that tomorrow I'm going to do a presentation. You go so fail. I know you know when you go, they will never. Travel. You know, travel go where I'm going to our village. The way accident they happen, don't go die. Everything is negative. Exam they come up. I know say na B, D, D now we will get. The best person is always negative. Then there are these people that are called insensitive. They do not care how you feel. They are very insensitive. Their words are hurting. They don't care about your own feeling. We should be careful of them. Gossips. People that leak secret and spread rumors. And you know the truth, they're in church. They're not just girls, boys too. I think you've heard that joke that 4 pastors gathered. Then when they gathered, 3 or 4 pastors, they gathered and they were like, let's confess our faults to one another. One said, that him, he stole church funds. And that's his weakness. He has been stealing church money. Mm-hmm. The other one saying he fornicated. The other one saying he beat his wife. The other one now told all of them that his problem, his weakness is that if he hears secrets, everybody must hear it. So they don't finish. So all those 3 people, they don't finish. Now, let me be emphatic. Gossip can be sweet when you're not the subject. I hope you know. When you're not, my father told me that when I was a young boy. Recently, I was in my house. One elderly woman, she's an elder in this ministry. She visited. She was like, hey, my son, how are you? I said, "What is fine? You don't go work." I said, "No, I did on time off." She started saying, that pastor. She started giving me gist. Ran down one pastor like this, I know they did, but now the full load down. She finished. When she finished talking, I said, "Mommy, no concern me." Say, I don't want to put mouth in pastors. Anything that has to do with pastors, that me, I'm thinking of how I'm going to make heaven. That me too, I have my struggles. I want to make heaven. I want to. So I talk to me. Do my thing. Now the only thing when you get to talk, I said, she said, it make me feel like I can't gossip to you. In my mind, I said, that's what you actually did. And I want to stop it. She not said, "You mean I can't gossip." I just tell you waiting there for me. I know. I just feel say, make with a pray. She don't change that to prayer meeting. You know, she left. And she was feeling bad. Some people, you like other people matter. You see why they look status now, waiting the girl wear, especially girls. Girls. You like to carry people matter for head. You go look what the person do, what the person do, what the person do. She don't take relationship, she did status, what the do? She's happy every time. I've told my girls in church, I said, all of you, all these teenage girls in my church, you will not wear big earring again. All these big earring, you will not wear. They don't say, I said, then number 2, you will not make big hair again. What is your hair? You go and spend money. I said, do you know what? If you have not had any 1 degree in this life, you have not won any soul, you don't speak in tongues, you don't go for evangelism, you don't hear from God, what are you making noise about? You see smoke. You know that empty drum makes the loudest noise. If you see a professor on campus, simple shoe, dress simply. He has 3 degrees, 4, he has traveled. But you don't see a 1 boy. We are Timberland, the boss I need. You know what you're saying? New boy, when life never hits. You never see CGPA. When you see better CGPA, you go to Valley, you go calm down, you go Sochi. Don't be passing like it's only in Unibed that their CGPA begins to increase with the years. Because they know that coming from year 1, you have culture shock, you're trying to adjust, so they reduce it. That is so, Uniport, in fact, going higher, it was reducing. Now that we now understand the game, it has now reduced. So your year 1 will not affect your CGPA. You want to graduate? No way. You say 2-1, you're fighting, you don't fear that. So much noise. Some of you, the way you dress, every day, you want to go for lectures, you will wear to match. You'll be worrying yourself. The core thing that brought you to school, no, let me be problem. You want to kill, you want the praises of men. Now nonsense. In Uniport, we had a girl. Her name was Chibuzo Wanko. Chibuzo Wachuku. She was in biochemistry. She came to give testimony. She just came out and said, that girl simply dressed every time. Normal, simple. Sometimes the Igbo girls can be wise. Not all of them was on there, they are brave, they thought you. This girl, calm, intelligent. So, one day she came and she said, praise God. God has done it again like he did last session. I had 13 A's. I said, eh? Say 13 A's. So I asked the boy, she said 13 A's. Yeah, that last time she had 12 A's. Say the girl, last session or not semester, session. All A's in the session, 2 semesters, she blanked A's. So I went to meet her. When you see her, simple top. She graduated amongst 30,000 students in the entire Uniport then. She came out as the best, she was first class in biochemistry, and she was to give the valedictory speech. The best in the entire class, CTP was the highest. When she came to campus, nobody knew her. In class, nobody knew her by her dressing or one thing. She focused on the reason for which she came to school. And she achieved it. So she shook governor's hand. There was offer from the bank. Instant jobs were looking for her. So our department told her, you will come back and be a graduate assistant, you do your master's. As you speak, she's Dr. Mrs. Chibuzo. She did not join the girls to go and be gossiping, be worrying yourself for clothes. They came for you. Look at this road. All the boutiques, they're waiting for you. Things for sales in the hostel. Are you not things for sale? They used to carry that come to the hostel. They come for you. I don't say make you naked, but that should not be your focus. And because of that, you look at every style. You go to they say use your phone to browse for something. It's fashion. You want to kill it. Even the boys are not left out. The boys these days, the kind of canvas, the kind of shoe, they go and, even my small nephew, they have to go, you buy trousers. You dey mad, you a buyer, you dey mad. You go call Hausa. Aboki will not reduce it. So I asked him, I said, is it this trouser that I bought the other day? He said, yes, sir. I said, what happened to it? He said, it was a little bit big. I needed to shape it. And the way they speak the grammar, like, Nami went nowhere. Avoid gossips. Then control freaks. There are some people that you should not be in a relationship with. You should not be. They are called control freaks. They control everything about you. Let's go here. Let's do it. They possess you. Some people are possessive. If you're in a relationship with them, you can't talk to anybody. You must call them every day. They quarrel you for control freaks. The next one. Backstabbers. For your front, they go praise you. For your back, they will backstab you. Then there are these ones we call the volcanoes. They can easily erupt. They can get anger. Sabi vex. No. You know me. I won't take it. I'm going to take it. Now, something they vex me. Now, bench you with that. Now, something they vex you. Now, you shout and tell us that better thing. Now, degree. And you're a Christian. Say, now, small thing now, they vex me. Even if the person is in this fellowship, today, we are going to pray for the person. The person does not change. Remove that circle. Take your compass, draw again. That person should not be in your circle. Then, there are the sponges. They call them sponge. They are always taking. They all used to suck in. They are always taking from you. They can't give. Always, they are in need. They never give anything back. You know the Dead Sea? Why the Dead Sea is called Dead Sea? That it only receives and do not give out. So it's very soft. It doesn't give out. And nothing grows there. Some people only receive. They know how to receive, but they don't give. You don't need so much to give. Some people, even from their little, you will know a giver. Some people are stingy. Somebody met me recently about his marriage and was saying, my wife, she knows how to give. I said, chill. Now, serious matter. Somebody has also called me to say that he doesn't want to marry. I say, why? He said, I like my circle. I like that my space. I told him, you will not marry. It go hard. You see this life? I want everybody to take note. You see this life? We are supposed to be codependent. We're supposed to help one another. That's how the life is. They say, rub my back, I rub your back. That's what life is supposed to be. What is love if it cannot give, if it cannot express? Some of you should know this truth so that it helps you. Do you know that in this life you will meet people? Look how you were born. It took two people to bring you to being. It took a mother to have a sleepless night. I didn't understand. You know what my mom died before I married. And when I married and saw what my wife went through with pregnancy and delivery, I closed my eyes and said, if she can hear me now, I want to say thank you and I'm sorry. Sometimes we were foolish. All that a mother would go through. Even fathers who do not sleep. Now they have approved 14 days for paternity leave without pay. But then we do not sleep. We give, we sacrifice. It takes two to give, to bring you forth. Then it takes an umbilical cord, it takes a connection. And your mother, you know, my wife will go to the hospital. Small doctor will tell her, Madam, like that, open your leg now. Very shy girl like you, GCC girl. Now, because of marriage and pregnancy, doctor will tell her, Madam, open your leg, open your leg, open your leg. She'll be feeling embarrassed. But she will just manage, close her eye. Doctor will put her hand. Put her hand. Young doctors that I ain't also know some of them. Carry my wife, they learn. They do all that. You know, my wife came home one day. I said, my husband, you know now, I can trek naked from what I like to carry. What she has seen. So for our second baby, I needed to go and see. I entered when my wife was in labor. And I was shaking. The pain is indescribable. She would hold her head, she would shout. You will see her in so much pain. Then I looked at the baby, she was trying to push. She went through all this. Then you can see placenta. If you see, it's messy. And she finally brings forth and you see them smile. Life is about giving, supporting. Then that woman will not sleep. Suffer and labor for you. When you couldn't talk, when you couldn't walk, somebody was there to aid you. And somebody says that, I like my space. Then you're not ready. You should be so nice that people should invade your space. You don't have to be selfish. Don't be a sponge. Then we have the competitors. There are some friends you have, you know if you're, because women have instinct. Even young boys should know when your friend competes with you. There are some friends that anything you do, they want to do. Anything you have, they want to have. They treat like, oh boy, I will first together. Oh boy, I will do like this before you. Oh boy, they're always in competition. Such people, you should be afraid of. Nobody seated here is perfect. That has it.